Y'all come on in, y'all. I'm doing part two. I'm gonna try to get through this. I'm on my lunch break, so I'm gonna try to get through this real quick. So if you have not watched part one, make sure you go watch part one. And I did part one earlier today around about 9:30. This is part two. We're going to finish listening to um, Fantasia's husband's response. But like just to give an introduction, I felt like the father was wrong. I felt like it showed his level of emotional maturity. Excuse me. I felt like he doesn't fully understand. He doesn't have relationship skill sets because you can tell that based on the fact that he was fighting his own significant other last year and had to go to jail for it. But somehow he thinks he can give Fantasia some advice. I'm not fully understanding that. He's in no moral position to be giving anybody any advice. What he needs to do is go to counseling because and then him and Fantasia are estranged. And so anything he needs to do concerning Fantasia, he needs to speak with her mother or he needs to be her bigger intercessor. But what you don't do is come on the internet and try to humiliate your daughter and then try to convince all of us you love her. No, something wrong with you. Your elevator don't go all the way up to the top. That's not how that works. Okay. And since you all want to talk about come on in the church house and this is God, the Bible says, "With loving kindness have I drawn thee." Okay, not humiliation. So if you're trying to get Fantasia's attention and you're sincere, then you need to become our biggest intercessor. Okay, so y'all, let's go ahead and let's finish listening to Kendall.
She said, "Babe, I'm not gonna fail on stage, and I know you're not gonna fail in your executive position." And we stepped out there. We built Rock Soul. I've been to every meeting. I've been on every call. I've negotiated every contract. I've been a part of every single thing that has allowed her gift to be in the proper place because I promised her you will never die broke. You will never die strung out on drugs, and you will not die alone like a lot of the greats out there because I'm your man. That's me. And I've honored that, and I've exceeded my goals. There were times, man, we didn't have but $200,000 in the account and we got multiple shows to put on and we having to borrow money. Where was you at then? When my wife had to go through multiple surgeries and I'm there nursing her and cleaning her wounds, where were you then? When we were trying to blend this family and it was challenging for our kids and ourselves, where was your wisdom then, man of God? That was
right. Where was he then, Mouth Almighty? I mean, he had so much to say. Where was Mouth Almighty? Right? When they needed financial help. I mean, he out here running off at the mouth.
It was me praying. That was me anointing my children with oil. That was us having to short sell that house at Seton House because we didn't have enough money to keep it pushing, but we prayed and we fasted and we rented properties over here. You know what a date used to look like with me and my wife? We used to get sandwiches from Jersey Mike's and go sit at the airport and talk about the goodness of God and what's going to come. Where was you then? Newsflash, and I'm going to do this respectfully. You remember the last time we gave you $3,500? Since you want to call my name, homie. She didn't want to give it to you. I compelled her to give it to you. I said, baby, we blessed. And if we hold everything in our hands tight, God can't trust us. It's not about an individual. It's about him exercising his faith in us. I'm the reason you got the money. I'm the reason a lot of people in the family have gotten the money because I don't hold on to money. You want to ask me what I do? It's my company with my wife. And this is the first year. What is this, 2026? We've been doing this since 2015. This is the first year I drew a paycheck. It's the first year. Do I set the paycheck for myself? No. This is a business. So we have an enrolled agent who establishes what's a reasonable salary. So if I take, anyway, moving forward. Last thing, I got too many young men around the country that I represent. I am the CEO of Salute First and Salute First Global. We are out here changing lives in school systems and prisons. We on track to give out 100 scholarships this year. We're doing internships, STEM camps. We got summer camps going in Ohio and get ready to do one in Lori. We doing drone certifications. We bringing in graphic design and technical skills. We got partnerships with community colleges and universities. And you ask me what I do. It's because I don't do this.
Right. He worried about what he's doing, but what is Fantasia the father doing? What has he established in the earth? It is not Fantasia's responsibility to take care of her family. She can help her parents, but she has her own family and they come first. The issue is that they can no longer use her. That's the issue. That's the problem. Because love does not look like what her father did and the things that he said to her on a text, according to Ricky Smiley. So, I have issues when people want to try to defend the father. He is not trying to help her. He's trying to help himself. And he needs some counseling somewhere because he's horrible when it comes to relationships. He's divorced. He went to jail a year ago fighting the person that he was in a relationship with. And he's estranged from his daughter. He is the common denominator. That's not a judgment. It's just a pattern. That's all I'm saying.
I don't do this, man, because I have yet to see that I made a post and it translated into impact for my students. I've yet to do a post and it brought me a contract. So I post some things from time to time, but my reward, my likes and my follows come in the lives of those that we impacted. We got programs on over 1 million tablets around the prison system around the country. I am part of the governor's executive team. That's all I'm going to share about that. But I'm part of the governor's executive team. What do? I make impact. I stay humble. I continue to trust God because sometimes I find myself outside of my comfort zone and outside of my realm of understanding, but I know I can do all things through Christ. So I'm not going to continue to let you go out there and talk about I stole some money.
That's right.
When I got rid of the people who stole it. And let me bow out like this, man. This done went on too long. This ain't even me, and I'm gonna have some people upset with me, but that's okay. One thing I make sure of is that when we build something, that beautiful lady I call my wife, she's got the keys. I make sure that when we build something, she's got the keys. Because if something ever happens to me and she doesn't have the keys, I left her in the worst. My bad, I don't know what's going on. I leave her in the worst position that had she ever been my wife. Our master account, she begs me monthly to go over there and put my name on the account. I don't need my name on the account. If I need a code, because we got to send a wire, Tasia has to send the code because it's important for her after all these years to have control. Steal? I don't have to steal something I helped build, man.
That's right, baby. That's right.
But we're not going to let you go out here and get a platform when you don't even know my daughter. You've never met our oldest son, Trey. Zion has testified to that. You're not a part of our lives. That's not because I pushed you out. You know how many times I sat with my wife and told her that I pray that this family can be restored? I'll never stand in the way of it. I want to talk about it. Rico, you know, I've never stood in the way. Teeny, you know, I've never stood in the way. Zaby, have I not treated y'all like brothers the entire time? Though I know lies were spread on me. Though I know people talked about me, have I not treated you like a brother every single time you've been in my presence?
How you think you are estranged from your daughter and think you can butt your nose into her and into her marriage? When you ain't never had no functional relationship. I don't think so. That's not how this works.
It's got to stop. If you upset, pick up the phone, make a phone call, but y'all don't talk. It's unfortunate. I'm only doing this because when I see my wife going outside the boundaries of her sophistication, making a post, I have to step out there. I can't sit in the back and just watch. She's really hard to build a reputation. If you got a problem with me, call me. We could talk about it like men instead of taking this feminine route. That's a feminine move. That's feminine energy, and we're men. And since you went out there like a man, you trying to discredit me like I have low integrity, I have no honor or no ethics about myself. I'm coming and speaking like a man saying, you don't know me. You haven't gotten time. You haven't taken time to take a chance. Do you know how incredible of a son-in-law you would have? That I would do anything within my power to see that you're doing good like I would with Diane and my mama. Don't question my integrity. And for all of y'all who run real quick and thumbing something and sharing something, do your research, because otherwise you being lied to even greater than I'm being lied about.
That's right.
But my reputation, man, I've worked too hard, man. I've overcome too much, man. And I've suffered and sacrificed too much for you to just hop on live and feel some type of way. Who did you talk to that said I was stealing money? We still waiting.
Right.
You won't find nobody.
I mean, come on. I mean, if you gonna come out here acting like you got receipts, you need to show, well, who is it? Who ran off at the mouth at the camp?
There is nobody. Who said I took? Oh, last thing. I'm tired of people not giving my wife the credit. She runs Rock Soul. We don't move. We don't book. We don't confirm anything that she doesn't desire. Nobody, period. In the same breath, we don't release, fire, or change somebody that she doesn't desire to have removed the place. I don't fire nobody. Nobody's gotten a termination letter from me. I'm not the CEO of Rock Soul. I'm the president. We follow her when it comes to Rock Soul. They follow me when it comes to Salute. So give her the credit and understanding that she can make smart business decisions, that she's got intuition, that she's clever, that she's got a business head on herself, and stop taking ownership for what you do. Every time you say I do something, you discredit her growth and her achievements as a boss.
Come on, Kendall. Yeah.
You could have called me.
Right.
Stop all of this. You stop, she stop. Y'all don't talk no other time. So let's not use this platform so they can make a mockery of it. This ain't Black history. This ain't character. This ain't kingly. And none of this is of Christ. I hope I haven't said anything to offend you. I hope I haven't said anything that I have to repent for. And I damn sure ain't said nothing that ain't true. So you want to know who I am? This is who I am. And now I prefer to go back to the shadows, but I'm not going to be looking over my head when I'm walking around the arena at the shows and I'm walking into meetings with people looking at me sideways. Nah, you haven't earned that right to discredit or question my integrity, because I built myself before I even knew you or my wife existed. And I'm going to maintain my character as long as God gives me an opportunity, because I answer to him. I don't answer to you, and I never bow my head before no man but Christ my Lord. So I ain't going to bow before you now. I forgive you. I forgive you. And if I've done anything that makes you feel a certain way, find it in your heart to forgive me, since we talking that God talk. We all trying to figure it out here. But let's do it in love. Yeah. Let's do it in privacy, and let's do it with integrity. This is messy. And I don't like this feminine energy. It stops now. Salute.
Yes, King. Yes, King. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Now, let the daddy go run and tell that, okay, with his immature self. Your parents need to watch your you better think. When you have adult children, you don't get to run their lives. You get to be a part of it, and you become their biggest intercessors. But you don't get on don't try to tell me you love me, then you get on the internet and try to humiliate me and my partner. No, we ain't doing that. Oh, creation, it was off the chain. It was beautiful. The father was wrong. He's emotionally immature, and he's mad because he doesn't have access to Fantasia's money. And tell me, I built Fantasia. Well, that's what you were supposed to do. You was her daddy. I'm just not understanding. That's what you do when you have children. You invest in them so they can be productive human beings on the earth. What? I mean, what you want? You want a pat on the back? Congratulations, you did well. Correct. He don't even guess what? He don't even know their business. He don't even know. Listen, he don't know his business. He don't even know how to treat the woman he with. They fighting and carrying on, and then he trying to give Fantasia some moral information. Right. Do you know what? Do you know the amount of energy it takes to try to control another person, even if it's your children? Baby, listen. He better go find something to do. He better go feed the homeless somewhere. Listen, go raise, go help somebody else. Teach them and how you raise Fantasia and help her form her about saying. Go invest in somebody else's child and do that. He does creation. He needs counseling. He's so off and dysfunctional in his thinking. He think he gonna get the talent. He think he can put his daughter on blast on the internet and then try to convince everybody on the internet he love her. Liar. You love yourself is what you love, and you love the attention. Trying to come on here, trying to discredit that man after he has built his legacy. Are you crazy? Exactly. Well, Kendall said they had to give him $3,500, but when there was a need, he couldn't give them no money. And Fantasia didn't want to give him the money, but Kendall said, let's go ahead and give it to him. But yet he out here want to dog Kendall out. About as bat crazy as they come. You cannot control another person, even if they're your children. We need to learn how to stay in our lane. You get one life to live, and that's your own. And when God bless you with children, you get to raise them. And once they become 18, legally, you can't do nothing if they make a whole nother decision. But you only get one life to live, and that's your own. That's what you can control. Of course he is. He is jealous of her and he envious of her. That's the issue. And guess what? And he want to dip in them pockets. Fantasia can do for her parents. And there's nothing wrong with that. But that family should not be dependent totally on Fantasia. Fantasia has her own husband, her own children, and her own grandchildren. And Fantasia works hard on her husband. They think they can just come and take. That's not how this works. Y'all, I had to give my 2 cents. When I saw that joker come on there talking about, boy, that thing did something to me, y'all. That thing did something to me. So y'all, I just want to come on and finish part 2. Hey, y'all like the video, share it, and I'll see you guys. Y'all remember, Saturday at 8 a.m. we're doing Let's Chat. And that's where we come together and learn a relationship skill set. We're praying for our future spouse to manifest, and we're learning and growing while we're waiting on the Lord to make that happen. Okay, y'all have a great evening. I got 30 more minutes, and I got to get on back to lunch. Get on back to work. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Bye.